Hey everyone, it's Cynthia, psychic and astrologer. So, we're going to be discussing obviously December 30th and December 31st, a little bit of January 1st. So, one of the things that I do want to bring up is that the moon will be in Sagittarius. So, it's obviously about the future, thinking more about what's going to be coming up, things to look forward to. So, I think you're going to feel this more upbeat pace. Maybe that's also an indication of now having to deal with we're getting into the end of the year and starting 2022, that the focus is going to be about what to look forward to and what maybe to expect in the future. Now, the energy that's going to be coming up, like I have keep mentioning, is that we have that new moon in January on January 2nd in Capricorn that connects very well with Uranus and with Neptune. So the energy is very upbeat, maybe even a little fast pace. What I do like is that as we're getting closer to the the end of the year and into the first week of January, I think what you'll actually end up liking is that the pace seems more open to going for what's going to come up next. So you're going to feel a little bit of a optimism, oh, plans, the next thing I got to do, the next step I got to take. So I think you'll actually feel like there's something there to uh, benefit you. Now, as I did want to discuss for each sign some of the things that are going to be coming up. Now, with Aries, a big one, like I said, is about making plans of the future, thinking more for the next steps. Obviously, when we think January, the beginning of the year, goals I want to set, the only little negative that I would say for you as an Aries is there's a lot of things you can easily plan, and I'm going to look forward to this, but then you don't complete the projects. I would suggest for you is to set some goals, to set some plans of action, so it can kind of help you to stay a little bit more disciplined to complete these tasks. If not, you're going to be thinking optimistically, but then nothing gets done. So, just something to be aware of. Now, for Taurus, finances and financial obligations are going to be a big one for you, especially in these next couple days. And as we start tipping into the first week of the new year. Now, with the energy of the new moon coming up, I think you're going to like that it does make you feel a little bit more structured and disciplined about financial obligations and what to look forward to in regards to what you need to do, what steps you need to take to build these finances. So this could actually even relate to retirement funds, um, anything in connection to budgeting and saving, and like I said, IRAs and Roths and so forth. So there might be some relation to all that you're going to be focused on and taking care of. And it could also be that you're just working towards building that up and you're starting to take more focus on that and working towards that. So I think that's really good news. There could be the possibility of some financial obligations to take care of. Now, we are going through a Venus retrograde, and Venus is your ruling planet. So this could affect you on a financial sense. It just kind of depends on what's going on for you, but it could be something that you need to take care of. Now, for Gemini. So for Gemini, this is kind of more on a personal level. I don't know if I want to call it partnerships. Maybe it's personal relationships. Maybe it's with coworkers or employees that you're going to be focusing on more. And these next couple days, maybe even the next few days, could put you in a situation where there are obligations you need to take care of in connection to them. Maybe there are some discussions or some issues that need to be dealt with. So I think you can easily be able to handle these situations, even if it makes you feel a little bit overwhelmed. Now, with Cancer, one of the things that I feel seems to be quite significant there for you is having to deal with any health or work obligations and tasks and duties. So I do keep getting something about either an opportunity that may come about or a new job or a new job venture that may be coming about here for you soon. So that might be something that might be coming up. that whether you have intentions to be looking for something or finding maybe other sources of income. And as this carries into the new year, it might be that your main obligations are going to be about building more financial security. So kind of keep an eye out for that. I don't know if it's something you're already aware of or something that you're going to be starting to take actions on here soon. Now, for Leo, one of the things that I like is that because you are going to be focusing on um, taking on more roles and leadership skills and making more plans for your finances, that it's interesting that the work seems to take over, but then financial opportunities that come in for you. I don't know if these are business ventures or investments. Um, but I think you're really going to be kind of thinking about planning more of the future and finding other ways to kind of move forward. And there are going to be also relationships and personal relationships, but that won't be until more towards about the end of January and especially in February. So early on in this part of the year, these last couple days, and into the first week of January, I think you're going to notice more about work, financial, um, building more skills for your own personal financial benefit. And I think that's really going to take over for you. And I think that's going to be a situation that you're going to be kind of looking forward to. Now, with Virgo, now for Virgos, even though I would consider it more of a social time for you, I think you're also going to be noticing something more about opportunities that could really be beneficial for you. And the home is going to be kind of taking over for a short time. I don't know if this is about looking for a new home or making changes around the current home, but this could also relate to people that you live with, whether it's friends or family or coworkers that might be connected to your home. Um, this could also be in relation to bringing some work home, but that's going to be kind of taking over for a few days. So, not sure what's going to be going on at that time, but that could be an indication of maybe some upcoming changes around the home or the home environment. Now, for Libra. So, for Libra, I know a big one is financial obligations, a little bit relating to the home, not too much, but I do feel that you are going to start to take more serious the financial obligations, building more financial security, starting to save more, starting to plan more financially. So this could easily be a situation that you may easily be feeling like it's time to make some kind of changes with that. For Scorpio, um, I know that a big one for you is going to be about the future of your next chapter of your life, some changes in your life that the new year can easily bring about because maybe you get married, maybe you have to move out of the home, maybe there is the planning of a family and starting a family. So I feel like this sense of this new chapter, this new beginning, and this new opportunity that could really be significant and really beneficial there for you. Sagittarius. Now, the moon is actually going to be in your sign on the 30th and 31st. So as you finish the year and start a new year, you're going to go from it's all about you and your personal wants and needs to focusing on finances and financial obligations. The good thing is that you're going to be very centered and focused on taking care of all this. I think you're really going to like that. You're going to find yourself being more like focus and just staying centered and making sure that anything you do take on that you'll be able to kind of handle it, that you'll be able to handle it. um I mean, what I do like is that you're definitely going to feel this sense of um taking on this more I don't want to call it a change because I don't think you're going to see it that way, but I think you're going to look at it as a way of taking on new opportunities that can help you advance. So if you've been kind of settling for the same old, Now you're going to feel like, I kind of need something different. Maybe take on something a little bit different. And I think you'll look forward to that too. Um, so for Capricorn, um, the new moon is going to be entering your own sign on January 2nd. So as you finish the year and start the new year, I kind of think you're already going to be looking for what you can take on and what you can do next. And this is going to be a time of, I mean, you're naturally one to look over with the finances and budget and so forth. But this is actually going to be a time where you're going to be focusing on how to um, how to take on new new ways of taking care of the finances. The home is a little bit of a focus, and I think for you, you're actually going to be kind of looking at what other ways you can really advance for yourself. Maybe starting a little business, maybe taking on other ventures to see what's out there for yourself. But this is going to be a very good time. And the new moon on January 2nd, I think is going to be great. So when I post the January horoscopes, definitely check it out on January 1st. I'll be posting them on my website, thepsychicone.com, because that new moon is really going to be very good for you. And I think you're really going to feel like there's definitely a lot to look forward to with that. Aquarius. So you're going to be taking on this more serious tone. Not saying that you're never serious, but the energy kind of comes through more of a like starting to take more control, more of a leadership role. Um, if you've been kind of just taking things as whatever gets me by, now you may start to feel that you're not going to settle for less. Usually, the energy that I tend to see from when people are kind of thinking this way is they go back to school, they take on classes and courses to further their career, get certifications, start to really take more action to progress and move forward in their life and in their careers. And this could be great. I mean, if you've been kind of feeling like, oh, I want to go back to school to get my finish my bachelor's or master's, or I need it, or if I take this, that could get me more money in my job, or but I haven't done so in the past because of, ABCD. And now you may feel like, no, I'm not going to procrastinate anymore. Now I need to start pushing and moving forward with that. So there's definitely a lot of good energy during this time as we finish the year and go into the new year. And especially with this new moon coming on January 2nd, I think it's going to give you that big push to go. If you don't start doing something soon, you may never start it, or you may never get to that point of taking that action to move forward. And we starting a new year, this is a great time to take on those new beginnings. Pisces. As Jupiter enters your own sign here all the way to the end of May, we are going to finish the year with focus more on career, building more stability and security, looking about the future. The new moon that's going to be coming up on January 2nd, very beneficial for you with Uranus and Neptune, and just so much that's going to be going on here. I know you're going to feel this sense of this energy that's going to be picking up, the focus on taking on more for yourself. Um, any issues with the home kind of comes about later in the year. So right now, the career is a big one right now. And this is actually going to bring great opportunities, great stability and security there for yourself. You're feeling more optimistic, more confident, and almost this feeling of I can almost take on anything. And I think that's really going to help you when it comes to more for the future, more plans for the future. What else can I take on? And I also feel this builds more, being more social and taking greater chances to connect with other people too. Sometimes you can get a little shy and kind of, be introverted, but I kind of feel that this is going to be a time to really, uh, you know, connect with other people, maybe it's just going to be because of other circumstances and other situations coming up that kind of makes you more social and more talkative and just connecting with family and friends. But I think this could also help on a business level with networking, building connections that could help you to build more for work and so forth. And I think that could really help you out a lot. So that's kind of maybe something else that I think might easily be going on that could help big time. But I think this could easily bring about opportunities, more connections,